Okay. I have no idea if things are going to work properly because apparently OBS had some kind of massive update. So here's hoping and praying things work. OBS had some kind of... Okay, the audio works. Why... Okay, that's a thing. It didn't change my category or anything else. Good enough. Just refresh the page, make sure that worked. I may or may not have to play around with OBS now. That's going to be a whole thing. Okay, but we're getting into some Subnautica today. Having some technical difficulties with OBS aside. Bunch of weird shit. Okay. Looks like the desktop audio is coming through. Everything should be good. So I've been having an urge to play this game again recently, and I got a little playthrough going already. But we're gonna start a new game for stream. I like doing survival mode, so we're going to end up doing that. And I have played the game before. Played the game multiple times before, through to the end, so I know where just about everything is. I'm going to try not to spoil too much, but we will end up seeing things and going places, and I might not do them specifically in order. But we're going to have some fun. Ah, the Aurora. What a beautiful ship. You know, I always wondered about its crew capacity. 'Cause that is a really big ship. And we only ever get eight life pod signatures, including ours? Ish? Like, that's the kind of spaceship I would expect to have, like, dozens and dozens of people aboard. You know, maybe not hundreds. Hundreds might be a little bit much. But, like... Right. Here we go.
Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launch in 3, 2, 1.
Boom. You know, I actually prefer Subnautica to Below Zero. Because Below Zero feels... It feels a lot more scripted, I guess, with all the dialogue between the player character and the alien you eventually get. This game just feels a little bit more organic.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Now, $1,000,000 question. Like this kind of looks like one of the good spawns.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
So let's see where exactly we are. Oh wait, this might actually be a good one. I just need to get a little bit further. I think it is, right? Because that should dip down into... Yeah. Okay, so it's not the best because you can spawn a little bit closer, but like it is pretty good.
Oxygen.
Shit. I'ma need some of this stuff. And I'm gonna need your
Alien life
face.
forms may have unexpected
I'm
applications.
taking you.
Utilizing
I'm taking
alien
you.
resources is a proven survival strategy.
Taking you.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just decreased to unlikely, but plausible.
I guess we got copper. We got. Can I find another copper? Cave. Good cave? Oh. Really good cave.
Oxygen.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. We're only 15 meters down. Alright. So... scrap that. Want to know 2 tank.
New blueprint
Scanner needs a
acquired.
battery. We need cave sulfur and silicone.
New blueprint acquired. The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
Those first couple cinematics where you enter the top capsule and go out the bottom, that's just fun. Ah, I didn't make a knife yet. Need some silicone. Oh shit. I didn't want to let go of you. Thank you.
Seconds. Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended. Oxygen.
Cave sulfur. So I'm gonna have to bait out one of the crash fish. Alright, you annoying little guppies. I know you're in here somewhere. Little crashfish? Maybe over here.
Seconds.
Yes, I know. Oxygen. Rabbit rays. Come here, you. Yeah, they kind of suck. Hang on. Important for early game. Snatch all the foods. I want rubber. I want even more rubber. Make more titanium. I want fins.
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment, using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden. Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Braxis Prime. The knife remains the only exception. The fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption. It is common for those accustomed to synthetic foods to be repulsed by eating an animal carcass. Remember that humans survived this way for millennia. You can too.
There.
LifePod secondary systems online, running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
Biodiversity, nitrogen oxygen atmosphere, Leviathan class predators, high levels of foreign bacteria, beyond Federation space, rescue unlikely. We got us a knife.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core, sustained during planet fall.
Okay. Actually, before I get too caught up, is there anything specific? Let's work on getting the stuff for that. We need silver and a couple glass. That's easy enough. Let's also worry about the habitat builder, because I want to get that. And I suppose we'll work on the rest of it when we get there. Okay, so I have enough for the battery. So I need 3 silver, a gold. That's your baby. Come on.
Integrating new PDA data. 30 seconds.
Okay, we're looking for sandstone. Ooh. You wanted to go in the cave with me.
Seconds.
Vehicle bay fragment. Not finding a whole lot of sandstone deposits around here. I mean, they do blend in pretty well.
Silver-based wiring kits are an essential component of many habitat modules.
I prefer not to get bitten too many times, which is why if I ever like jump with one of those guys, it's not that they're actually surprising me. It's more that I just don't want to get bit. Are your teeth over here? No. Of course not. Why would they have dropped any teeth? Okay, so we got a gold. Quartz. Okay, we're going to need to go a little bit further away, clearly, in order to get some silver and stuff. But while we're here, let's at least start taking apart this stuff. Oh, I forgot to repair this.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Blink. Aurora is that way, so we want to head this way. Scan all the things. We'll scan the fish eventually. Fish can be a little bit tedious to try and get. Sandstone, sandstone. Looking for some sandstone.
30 seconds.
Ah. Brain coral, that's useful. if you position yourself correctly, it'll help refill your oxygen. Shuttle bug. Little stingers.
Be advised, a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, followed by eventual asphyxiation.
Thank you for the heads up. Seconds of oxygen.
30 seconds.
Ha! We got the silver. Okay, so that should be about everything that we need.
Oxygen.
I am aware. Okay. So, this should help with navigating around a little bit. Ooh, and while we're over here, there should be some wreckage. Yeah. That's like part of a thermal plant. Bioreactor. Close. Oh, bite me.
Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
They're talking about the red plains that we're right next to. Sea glide.
Blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
Probably going to end up needing additional titanium for the sea glide. Boomerang fish, or bladderfish. Okay, so need to make this. That. Make this.
New blueprint acquired.
Construct a habitat builder.
The Builder 2 is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
Drop that back in my inventory. And then we can make a high capacity O2 tank. Yep, and then we can make the other thing. Okay, so we'll put that there. Right, so rebreather, that's easy enough to remember. Sea glide. Okay, so we need a copper wire, lubricant, and another battery. Must have used the other thing already. There, I want to go this way. Grab that second one, but hey, we'll be able to make another battery. We are going to need quartz eventually. That copper will help with the
Detecting sulfur deposits
wire.
in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
It's a sea glide fragment. I do have a number of like favorite fish in this game. When we get back to our life pod, we'll check the messages. These creep vines have a thing on them.
Seconds.
We've only got 2 copper, and I need 3.
Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
Vehicle bay? No. Be too easy if I got all the vehicle bay parts. Is that another message? Come on, give me one more. Thank you. Life Pod 5.
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank. Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Beacon, grab trap, vehicle base still unknown. Let's make the Sea Glide!
The Sea Glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Pin that. was it? Data codes. Life pod 6. Sunk to approximately 100 meters. Area of red grass. 400 meters west-northwest of Life Pod 4's last known location. Ooh, that's another thing we gotta make. We need to make a compass. Do we not know how to make a compass? Huh. West northwest. We're gonna go this way. Oh, my other playthrough, the pod had crashed over here. So this is all very familiar.
Local scans show a nearby cave entrance, depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome.
Found you.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. 30 seconds. Integrate data.
Gonna have to get up to the surface first. Aurora survivors.
Ma'am, I need you to stay calm. We're not in immediate danger.
Where are the rescue teams?
The Aurora didn't make it.
So, where are the rescue teams?
They're dead, ma'am. We have rendezvous coordinates, but the routes are radiated.
So, what are you going to do?
I'm head of human resources, ma'am. This is not my expertise. But the PDA says if we can find some lead, we can make radiation suits.
Oh, there! I am not setting foot outside this life pod without the proper protection.
Don't worry. I'll go.
You know what we can do first? Hold on. Let's grab this.
New blueprint acquired.
And then we'll grab this.
What are you doing?
You were gone so long. I thought you drowned.
Put the flare down.
I was going to try and attract someone's attention.
That's not a distress flare. Stop waving it around like that. You'll catch the fuel line.
Ooh, wait. While we were going this way, I noticed... time capsule. A lot of that stuff looked incredibly familiar. Marble melon seeds, a gel pack, filtered water. I think we also got like a computer chip and a wiring kit from it. Relatively useful items. Blueprints, theories, time capsules. Stick things in little pots. Live long and well without having to chase peepers all the time. Good luck and take care of the place for me. Okay, so we're going to dive way down here again and start hunting for a few lingering scraps of
Passing
stuff.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Everything's a make a rebreather.
Integrating new PDA data.
Scanner room fragments.
Preparing the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death acquired.
Okay, so we got the vehicle bay. That's a part.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
Okay, we still got a chunk of time.
New blueprint acquired. New
Vehicle
blueprint
bay.
acquired.
Rebreather. Wiring kit, fire mesh. Okay, so the time capsule did give us everything we needed.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Part of a scanner room?
30 seconds.
Yeah.
New blueprint acquired.
And that looks like part of one of the Degassi shuttles. Yeah, sealed up. Can't get in there. And the stalkers do not seem very keen on dropping their teeth this time.
Emergency. Starvation imminent. Seek intake immediately.
Yep.
Seek fluid intake.
Hello, Neon. How's it going? I'm getting back into some Subnautica because I've had a bit of a urge for a change of pace lately. We need this guy, this guy. Need about 3 more of them. Back here. Mine. Going good, yeah. I have also been getting over a cold lately, so I know how that is. Got both games, both Subnauticas?
Receiving pre-recorded distress call. Laying back.
This is Lifepod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
You had to fly while you were at your worst. Ooh, that's rough. Hopefully it wasn't a long flight. Make 1 thing of water, make 1 thing of food.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Avoid
Vital
dying.
signs stabilizing.
Swap that over. Swap that
Warning.
over.
Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Pin that. Actually, gonna make that real quick. Ooh, rebreather. Hold on. That's important. First time alone, Berlin to Copenhagen. Ah. I have never been to Europe proper. I've been to England once, but I've never actually been to, like, the continent of Europe. Kind of wanted to go, but vacations and trips are expensive. Hope the weather over there is doing pretty good so far. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Alright, I want to take a quick... Get up here. Okay, I wanted to get a quick screen grab of... Whoop, that was the wrong button. F6 does the HUD thing. F11 is screen grab. Minus 13C. So 0C is 32 Fahrenheit. I'm in the US, so I have to do a little conversion math. So I mean the negative is that probably comes out to around 10 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's cold. Yeah, that's things have actually been pretty warm here in the States, considering it's still winter. We've been hovering at around freezing for a while now, so around 0 Celsius here. It's been going up and down a little bit, but it hasn't been too terrible. Right, making. Come back here, you stupid. Thank you. Ha. Minus 40. Ooh, that's rough. Let's go investigate the Sea Glide. I forget what we have to do to get a compass. It's a blueprint in one of the life pods, I think. Thank you for the follow. I wonder if it's this one. That would make sense. Hello, stalker. Okay, so yeah, there's your damaged Sea Glide. Please be a compass. Yeah.
New blueprint acquired.
You really think it'll carry two of us?
Your regular Sea Glide tows a mass of 80 kilograms at over 30 kilometers an hour. The power cellar rig to this one should double that.
You think there's something out there that's faster?
I'm sure. And that's assuming it doesn't overload 3 meters from the life pod.
You're calm about this.
I'm seeing the engineering problem. If I stop seeing the maths, I'll be terrified.
Okay, so I need some copper.
Vital signs stabilizing.
I need one of these. Run away. I'm going to need more of that eventually.
Oxygen.
I almost didn't even realize that we were low on oxygen. That would have been bad. Copper. Nope, that's titanium. Copper, 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 copper. Copper? Yeah, okay. We just need one more, I think. And then we're going to need a bunch more when we need to make the Sea Glide. I am on PC, yes. I do just about all of my gaming on PC. Scanner room. We already completed the scanner room blueprint. PC for me just feels a little bit better than doing console gaming. I've had PCs for longer, and consoles honestly kind of annoy me because every like 2 to 3 years there's a new Xbox, there's a new PlayStation, there's some kind of new update. And then you've got to you've got to rebuy everything basically. Because now some of the consoles are doing their stupid, well, if you want to play your Forza game on the latest Xbox, you have to get a whole new Forza. Consoles are getting dumber as years go, I swear. I remember when they were backwards compatible.
Blueprint acquired.
Yeah. There's a lot of games that aren't as much fun without friends. I have been kind of wanting to get back into Helldivers though, because I haven't played Helldivers in a while.
New blueprint acquired.
laser cutter. That's going to be super useful. I need the other half of the laser cutter. It's a sea moth piece. Some lead. Where am I? Oh, I'm further than I thought. But if this... If this is the one I'm thinking of, shouldn't there be... Or am I on a different red field?
Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Man, it's fun when that happens.
For your convenience, the radiation suit has been newly equipped and acquired. Calorie intake recommended.
Yeah, I know calories. Do we have the copper that we need? We got 2 copper. I'm gonna need a couple more shrooms, a couple more acid shrooms. I don't like taking all of them from one place. I like spreading it out a little bit. I suppose I should probably tag that. Then I'm gonna need enough for another power cell. Ah, inventory's full.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by this Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
It also makes you wonder, like, how long your player character must have been unconscious for everything to happen that does in this. And, like, you never actually see a person. You know, like, Ozzy's talking to you right there. Or, well, pre-recorded distress call. Yeah, probably not too long, but, like, Ozzy crashed. You had eventually we get the calls from Commander Keen or whatever, and he has time to not just land, but go out to one of the islands and then presumably venture off to try and find other survivors. So, like, a measure of time has gone by. Okay, got that. And then we make the mobile vehicle bay. And I make food. Make more food.
Vital signs stabilizing.
That. Okay, we got that. We got that. I'll put you in slot 5 so I can deploy you. I don't need the flares. I should build the radiation suit, which just requires fiber mesh. Fiber mesh can be kind of annoying. Do I not have enough for... I only have 1 quartz. Just a couple hours. It could be. Gotta admit though, it would still make the warpers quite effective at their job. There was a fire, yeah. Counterpoint, though, to there being a fire, most of the life pods should have been metal, so it probably shouldn't have been burning that hot for that long. And also, it does have, like, air scrubbing systems. So... But nah, I'm just making excuses. I'm trying to poke holes in the logic of the game. This is what happens when you play for too long. I should get... how much room do I have? 1, 2, 3... Okay, so I do have enough room for 4. Because I'm pretty sure a fiber mesh requires 2. Cut. Cut. And I don't want to completely destroy it, so cut and cut. And I want 1 more quartz. I know there's going to be some in the bushes. Quartz. What other games? Currently, we've got a satisfactory playthrough that I'm working through. The VOD for that should still be accessible. We've also got Witcher 3 that I'm playing through currently, because Witcher 4 is coming out, and I wanted to at least start Witcher 3 because if you want to 100% Witcher 3 or even get anywhere near 100% on Witcher 3, that is a couple hundred hours of gameplay. There's a lot to do. And in Witcher 3 we just got Ciri back, so we are entering the second half of the game. Or maybe like the last 25%, kind of depends. And then I've got World of Tanks that I've done on stream. I think one of the first things I streamed, at least this go around, was God of War Ragnarok. And then I also had a GTA 5 playthrough. So I do a lot of games. I am a variety streamer and a variety gamer.
This is Officer Keen in Light Pod 19.
Keen!
The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
And now we have a radiation suit. Which, honestly, I've never been a particularly huge fan of. Okay, so we need 2 more quartz, 1 of the seed clusters. It always points us towards the Aurora. Peeper. Peeper. Gib. They're good eating. And then I'm going to grab this. Then I need copper. In theory, there should be... That's... I'm finding sandstone when I don't really need sandstone. Yes, sandstone is the brown one. I'm looking for limestone. There's our materials for another battery. I've still got 1 silicone, so I can make a power cell. You did not drop a tooth. I am somewhat upset about that.
30 seconds.
Is there a pile of scrap metal around here somewhere? There's a bunch of stalkers, so there's gotta be scrap hanging around somewhere. They love biting on this stuff. Oh, scrap. Looking for another piece of scrap. Do. I have played Below Zero, yeah. Below Zero is a pretty fun game. I'm just not as much a fan of kind of the story direction's a little bit of it, but also how chatty the player character is with the alien. Like, Below Zero is a great game, don't get me wrong. Parts of it annoy me just a little bit. I'll eventually get to that after we get through this game, but I'm not in a particular rush to get through this game either. Turn you into a lubricant. Go do that. Get some ingot. I have enough for. I didn't quite grab enough for glass. Okay, that's. Making another battery. That. And now we have a power cell. We should get some copper and silver. Okay, so we need 2 copper, 1 more silver, and a quartz. Yeah, they were doing a thing. Fish. I want to stock up on some fish so that we can cook them all up when we get back. Two copper, 1 silver, and nope. But titanium is useful. I am going to want to make a small base at least, because that'll be helpful. Okay, there's our silver. Sea glide. Sea moth. So now we got the quartz. Now we just need 2 copper, I think. Sands, limestone. Fuck.
30 seconds.
Scan the thing. Fuck.
Oxygen.
And we're fine. Of course, that is part of the reason why I don't really do things on hardcore mode. Because like one little mistake or a little lapse in attention and suddenly you have to redo everything. Life pod 17.
Ozzy's log. It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build a phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. I don't know why no one's coming for me.
do a quick little survey. We already got the scanner room.
Calorie intake recommended.
Yep, fantastic. Calories, yep. Laser cutter, which we just got.
Seek fluid intake immediately. 30 seconds.
Okay. We need to get back to the life pod because we are going to start dying. Oh, that boomerang's got the bacteria. Biters. Biters in the waters. Keeping an eye out for some of these guys.
This is Avery Quinn of Trading Ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read? Over? Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS. You offer help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. You still need our assistance. Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long-range hands pick up in the meantime.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, make that. And then we've got enough for the sea moth. Still need the copper wire for the kit.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, so we need one more copper. And then I can work on that. The ultra high capacity is going to be in the modification station, isn't it? Propulsion. Or no, the ultra glide. Well, right now we only have ultra glide fins. So Aurora is that way. So I want to go this way. Because we didn't even really get a chance to go into the shipwreck. there's pod 17. Okay, we are in the right spot. Hello, Glizzy. Yeah. There's an awesome remix of some of Jack's, or Sean's, because his name is Sean. Some of his clips when he's playing Subnautica. Someone made a song called Deep Down Dark. It's a really fun song. How do I get in here? This particular wreck always drives me wild.
New blueprint acquired.
Ooh, propulsion cannon.
Integrating new PDA data.
This is part of the Degassi ship? But I thought from what Ozzy said, this was part of the Altera ship. Currently doing a playthrough. Yeah. Subnautica's great. I happened to be poking around recently, and it looked like there was some kind of update a while ago for improving the game's performance, so yeah, I had to check it out again. Thought... Oop. Command chair. That's what kept popping the scanner thing.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay, so go this way, go this way, go this way. We are not going down that tunnel because I will drown if I go down that way. Laser cutter, we already got that. Floodlight.
New blueprint
that.
acquired.
Is there a path down here somewhere that I can get in? Maybe we can go through some of those pipes. You mentioned a door with red lights. But I mean, that's
30 seconds.
not interactable, so... got a good amount from that. Yeah, so Ozzy mentioned that he was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay. So if that was the Seamoth Bay, why do they have a Degrassi crew manifest? Violet bows we haven't scanned before. One of the eyes. I need to make this really fucking quick because I don't have a whole lot of oxygen.
Remember that materials you gather are the property of the Altera Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits. The conditions in this cave support a microcosm of unique, possibly predatory life forms. Detecting an artificial structure somewhere in the region.
Bitch, we just got to this planet and you're already telling us that we got a bill of like millions of credits. Are you kidding? So we have really only been playing for an hour and 20 minutes. Like that's genuinely as far into the playthrough as we are. So, yeah, I haven't even like started building a base or anything yet. I'm probably going to end up building it. Honestly, probably like in this general area because I want it to be a little bit more. I'll be honest, I usually end up using these planes for my base. Just because they're so nice and central. CMOS, bioreactor we already got. CMOS we already got. Laser cutter we've got. Bio. Shouldn't there be another pod or something that broke off down here? Or did I go past it? There it is. It's not that wild, because some of the blueprints have a really high chance to spawn in certain areas or around certain wrecks. One of the wilder spawn that I got, is in my offline playthrough that I was doing before I started this one on stream. Because I went to the planetary defense platform, or the quarantine enforcement platform, and I was just cruising around there. First time I'd gone there in that playthrough. And I found all 3 parts required for a nuclear reactor. They were just there.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out.
Okay, I still need to make the scene.
What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big,
I still haven't gotten the other
small
call.
was in VR.
I'm dumb.
And I blew it. It's a bad option, all right, but so are all the others.
Okay, so I'm going to dump the diamonds and our lithium and our magnetite. Okay, actually, never mind. I'm going to hold on to the diamonds because we can use those pretty soon. I need 2 copper and some mushrooms. Mushroom. Copper. Wait. Oh yeah. That's one of my favorite things. Just Jacksepticeye's playthrough of this game is borderline legendary. And the thing that I hate most is that you really can't get Jacksepticeye's Easter egg anymore. I was looking it up earlier when I was at work because I had some free time, and I wanted to see if it was even possible to get it. And technically, you might be able to do it, but you've got to kind of like play around with the game files and with like Steam's beta versions of games. Because either you have to wind it back or you have to enter into some experimental branch of the game where you can actually redeem the codes, because they no longer have the redeem code option. And the code may or may not still work. But, yeah, it's pretty rough. And I also forgot that we needed a cave sulfur, so I'm gonna need a... Hi, buddy, how's it going? Yeah, that went better. Fuck. Of course, the one that I pop open is one that I've popped open before, and so he doesn't have the thing in it. But you're gonna have... Shit! Where'd you... No! I don't want two of you! Okay, if I had to tank two of them, I'm... Fuck off. Crash fish are so much fun without the reinforced dive suit. Did I deploy the thing already? I did. I put it way out there? God dang. Hang on. I'm going to make some inventory space.
The sea moth is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
My glutes and endorphins. Got it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Is it ever mentioned if this is like a saltwater planet? Like, I know it's a water world, but is it saltwater or is it... Mod this game. Oh, the Gargantuan Leviathan mod. I've seen some people mess around with the Gargantuan Leviathan, not just in this game, but I think in a couple other things. Watching the Gargantuan move at all is... that is nutty. We need to make a battery. And I want to make a copper wire so that I can make a compass. Which gets that room. 5, and then we put in the new battery. And then we can make our laser cutter. And I'm going to put that in slot 5. Blueprints, unpin. Thank you for the follow. Means quite a bit actually, because I've been trying to get to affiliate. It's always a hurdle that I can never get over. I tried streaming once before, and streaming's not quite as easy as you might think. Because I've been streaming for a year now, and I still haven't reached affiliate. There's a lot of people on Twitch, and it's really hard to get seen, so thank you very much. I think Jack mentioned once that the reefbacks were one of his favorite creatures in the game. And I think they're one of my favorites too. Like these, it never gets old when you're sailing around one of these guys. They are just, they're just cool. Well, part of it... Part of the thing about YouTube is that YouTube's also, like, super saturated. You had an army of reefbacks? What, did you make one of those bases that just kind of catches them? Because I accidentally did that once. I started building a base just to see how big I could make it before my computer broke, and reefbacks get kind of weird when you start interfering with their paths.
Biodiversity in this region is unusually low. Cause unknown.
Made a massive base and put... Wait. You mean you found reefback eggs? I didn't think reefback eggs were in Subnautica. Because I remember wanting to find one and like have some reefback eggs. Do they look like anything specific? Because I'm pretty sure back when the game first came out, I thought well, yeah, that's... I know in some of the really early versions of the game, you could get, like... I don't know about reefback eggs specifically, but I remember there being something about being able to get Leviathan eggs. But then by the time I got around to playing it, like a couple months after it first came out, that had been removed. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm surprised. Like, I would love to have little reefbacks swimming around in an aquarium. That would be the best thing ever, but yeah. God, it'd be great to have reefbacks again. Don't touch that safe. just let it be a little gem. Let it be that little that little sparkly gem that sits on your top shelf. Don't. Oh. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get back into it, but yeah, that's. I hope someone makes a mod or something that lets you have reefback eggs again. Okay, and here we are, crash site. No, this is not Reaper area. If I go a little bit further to the west-ish, you'll be in Ghost Leviathan area. But this right here, nah, we're safe. Got prawn arm.
Blueprint acquired.
Gonna work on getting us a moon pool. Ah, we found 2 pieces right next to each other. That's fantastic.
New blueprint acquired.
And I got a command chair. Wandering around. I know you can get it. Ah, you bastard! Wait, he's still alive. Hey, come back here, you. I hate those guys. Yeah,
New blueprint.
this game has such ingenious design for some of its animals. Like reefbacks. They look awesome. The Reaper Leviathans. The face is a little bit weird, but other than that, they look awesome. Ghost Leviathan. If that isn't, like, iconic of Subnautica, like, if you... There is no mistaking a Ghost Leviathan for anything else. The Ghost Leviathan is just... perfect. And then the fact that, the ones that you find wandering around, I'm going to call it the shallows. It's anywhere like inside the bounds of the world map. The ones that you find in the bounds of the world map are, what is it? Adolescent. I think there's one down at the end of the Brine River near that giant skeleton. I think that's a young Ghost Leviathan. And then if you leave the bounds of the map, you encounter, like, the adult ones. I think that's a genuine classification in the codex when you scan them. Yeah, the dead zone. Subnautica is just so much fun. What are you? You're a moon pool fragment. That looks like a moon pool fragment. Shocky, shocky. Take that. Modification station! Shit, that's only part number 1 of 3. Oh, wrong button. But yeah, the scan about multiple Leviathan class, yeah, that's a fun one. The funny part for me is that every time I get that message, it's when I'm going into the sandy zone near the Treader's Path. So those Leviathan class life forms are all just the ocean floor treaders. So it's like entirely peaceful animal, and it's warning you like, hey, you might want to turn around. That's light stick. Need to get back to the thingy before I drown.
30 seconds.
Ah, we're fine. We're 30 meters out. We're good. Now, where's the other one? I'm going to put that on number 4. Does this go into the thing? Nope. That doesn't look like anything. I remember trying to make a base once down near the Treader's Path, and doing that was one of the scarier things I've tried to do. Blood kelp, yeah. But I'm going to finish my thought before I comment on that too much. Building a base down by the Treader's Path where it meets the bulb zone, that was so scary because you had a ghost leviathan that just kept circling the area.
New blueprint acquired.
And like, I love the blood kelp zone, but it depends which blood kelp zone.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Because there's at least 2 from what I remember of the map. One of them is like, where would it be? A little bit that way, and then you drop like 250 meters. That's one of them. That entrance goes down to both ends of the Brine River. That one is mostly fine. Because, I mean, there's some areas down there that are spooky and all. There's a lot of warpers. You can't really build a base down there because of the tight quarters, but, like, that area is mostly fine. You can just kind of chill down in that blood kelp zone. It's the other one that's a problem. Because there's a blood kelp zone. Okay, so you've got the gun installation, and then if you go like north or northwest, you'll get that deep drop off with a shipwreck part. And then on the other side of that, you'll get the blood kelp zone. And that comes down on the other side of not the Brine River. It's like exact opposite to where we are now. There's 2 entrances to that other area. But that one just has a ghost leviathan circling above. So you just can't bring the Cyclops over there and be safe. And then you start going in there, and I'm pretty sure that opens into another area where there's a ghost leviathan. So even once you're in the cave, it's like, this isn't particularly cozy. Torpedo in the prawn suit, yeah. Right, I'm gonna go and find Keen's stuff. Okay, so thanks to that thing I found earlier, I'm pretty sure we have some gel sack seeds. We don't need the quartz. We do need the rubies. Yeah, I found a time capsule, and it had some gel sack seeds and stuff, so we're good on... Are you kidding me right now? God damn it. Well, I did pick up some trash, so... Ow, you bastard! Anyways.
New blueprint acquired. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
For my stress beacon...
Integrating new PDA data.
Disregard my safety and attempt to reach designated rendezvous coordinates. Yeah, the high capacity tank is awesome.
Aurora, come in. This is Keen.
There's sometimes a time capsule that'll spawn in that area.
Has identified
Sometimes.
a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there. Understood,
I will
but they are your
pick up
responsibility now.
one
Don't
of these.
let them down. Captain, you need to evacuate. Negative. You'll need the
30
ship in one
seconds.
piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent. Captain!
What was I about to say? Oh. The other fun thing is, when you think about the Aurora's crash, consider how lucky everyone was. Like, this whole map is supposed to take place inside of, like, a large caldera. Like, just an underwater volcano or an underwater mountain that's just rising up in the middle of an ocean world. And sure, it's like 5 kilometers across, give or take. Roughly spherical. So yeah, roughly 5 kilometers across all the way around. If he missed by like a little, you're just at the bottom. There is no air. You're just stuck. Or conversely, if you're not stuck at the bottom, congratulations, you're now surrounded by all the ghost leviathans. And whatever the hell else is just out in the ultra deep water.
This is an automated distress signal from Life Pod 12. Coordinates attached. Warning, Life Pod has sucked beyond safe diving distance. Do not attempt retrieval without submersible support.
Signal location.
Yeah, we do
uploaded
have a
to
gel
PDA.
sack. I'm gonna toss the computer chip in there because we don't really need. No, I'm gonna keep the computer chip and toss the sample. And then what was I thinking of doing? We need to build a small base. Because I'm pretty sure I need the modification station in order to make the ultra. Yeah. Thing is, where do I find other bits of? I know where I can find it. I think I know where I can find some modification station pieces. Whoop. Bounce a little bit too high. I just gotta skirt around the radiation area over here. Got a bug earlier, jumped by a warper, and a... Huh. That's interesting. I've encountered a few bugs in Subnautica over the years. I don't think any of them have done quite that. not what I was going for, but we can cut this open while we're here. Bart's Torgo.
EDA data.
I thought I'd be able to find. Okay. Anyway, I want to go further this direction. Yeah. Here is the wreck that I wanted. So I didn't really explore this before.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Can I put the... Ha! I can. Without dying. Thank God. Fucking radiation! Bladderfish, yeah. Do I have a battery charger? Clearly I do. Propulsion cannon.
New blueprint acquired.
Lightweight, high capacity.
New blueprint acquired.
Vehicle upgrade console, which you already got. Mobile vehicle modification station. Hello. I need to get going.
Intake recommended. 30 seconds.
Here. Here. Fuck it, we're going out the other way.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, I should really get like food and stuff. I want to try and find the last piece of modification station. Do I have? I've got a nutrient bar. What am I stuck on? Tiny little metal rod. I don't think I'm really going to get much more out of that. You get anything useful? No. Lithium. Where are you? Lithium. Aside from the shallows, this is probably one of my favorite biomes. even if it is a bit of a pain to navigate.
The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint or terror vehicle signatures.
Yeah, I'm glad you're picking up faint vehicle signatures, because I sure as shit ain't seeing them. Mushroom area vibey. Yeah. That's an egg. Ooh.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Scan the alien vent while we're here. Get one piece of a bridge. Oi! You better not be attacking my sea moth. I heard you, little bone shark fucker. There's two of these biomes, two of the giant mushroom forests. One of them I don't think has an alien vent, but yeah, the one I think we're like directly north of the Aurora. There is one over here, so there's another forest. I believe it's further out. Is that another time capsule? We have space for another time capsule. A helping hand. And they gave us... Oh, you bastard. Oh, you glorious This guy gave us a laser cutter with an alien battery. You glorious bastard. Moondust alien planet, prey escape, supplies provided. Never give up and keep surviving. 500 power. Normal batteries have 100. And they gave me a thermo blade. You glorious bastard. Come on, there's got to be like a hull fragment somewhere in here. I know I'm kind of like trimming close to the ground, but I mean... Oh, okay, we got another bridge piece. Okay, so it's not a complete waste, we got another piece. I was going to go looking for the modification station, but if we're passing through here, I might as well look for a couple of the parts for it. That's a hull.
Passing 200 Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
The bulb zone. Well, one of the bulb zones. Or no, that's actually called the bulb zone. I was thinking of like the Grand Reef before. And this is about as far as you can safely go, because over there's going to be a Reaper Leviathan. You can hear it roaring in the distance. Power transmitters. These are useful.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh, I was looking at the power. Okay, that's a different issue. Swivel chair, might as well grab that.
New blueprint acquired.
Yeah. Alright, we got a modification station.
New blueprint acquired.
Now keep in mind, when we were doing the normal battery, it was visibly draining our percentage. And now with the alien battery, it's like, 3% and I got one door.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly integrating new PDA data. Integrating new PDA data acquired.
Hang on.
Welcome aboard.
Okay. Give me 3 seconds here because I spotted a bot. The cybernetic thing has been banned from the chat. We're good.
Captain.
Do I dare? Attempt to mad dash to life pod 12. That's the other fun thing I've noticed about Twitch as of late. Like, for some reason, it is just crawling with bots.
New blueprint acquired.
I'm not really a doctor. I know that That's what my ID says, but I never have been. Cheated the medical exams. What does a doctor these days need to know about manually resetting bones? When was the last time a top surgeon actually cut someone open? That's what the robots are for.
That's the future we're heading towards.
Diagnoses off of computer readouts. For that, I'm perfectly qualified. But what good is it when I'm not connected to the main network? I'm bleeding. I've got glowing green pustules growing on my hands. I run a self-scan and it tells me I've got skin irritation. The only thing I studied in medical school was how to lie convincingly. What the hell do I know about how to treat an alien disease? I think I'm actually going to die down here.
Detecting volcanic activity and several unusual electromagnetic signatures in the region. Exercise caution when diving deeper.
Yeah. We haven't performed a self-scan in a while. We should probably Right, but I also wanted to keep looking for hull pieces. I mean, I definitely need to drop off my inventory, and I can probably find other bits of the Cyclops elsewhere, but usually you can find enough of it around here. I'm sitting at how many pieces? I'm one short of the bridge and 2 short of the hull. Okay, make that 1 short of the hull. That's an egg, not part of the bridge. And we've circled back around to Angry Archway. I mean, the materials for a Cyclops aren't that bad. If you want to get all the modifications and stuff for a Cyclops... Hello, peace. If you want to get all the modification pieces... Nope, that's Moonpool. Yeah, it takes a while. But just a general Cyclops is actually pretty easy. A little bit of lubricant, a couple ingots of what is it, plasteel.
New blueprint acquired.
Tree mushrooms. Now, if I can just find that last piece of the bridge. I know where I can get the engine. I'm not happy about where I can get the engine, but I know where I can get it. Oh, and of course there's a couple hull pieces like right... Yeah, that's fun. For like... I swear they're hiding from me on this one. Salt, sandstone, another hull chunk. You know what we did? We circled around toward the defense platform. Maybe I'll get lucky on my way out of here and find one. Speak of the devil, and it shall appear. You unholy piece of trash. Why didn't I see you before?
New blueprint acquired.
Well, I know where I can get the engine. Yeah, and over this ridge should be that drop-off down to the, Wait, is this to the thing, or is this, like, right next to the Aurora? Because that hue shift... We're a lot closer to the Aurora than I thought. Never... Son of a bitch. I always have trouble finding that up until the point where I get the Cyclops. Oh no, you probably heard a Reaper. Like, that's... There's a non-zero chance that you heard a Reaper. Like, this is the edge of Reaper territory. Hi. I'm gonna take you... I'm gonna get you...
New blueprint acquired.
To any Altera crew. Landed in area of significant alien activity. Encountered predators in the Leviathan class, highly aggressive. Spectroscope scanner assigned species designator Reaper. One specimen attempted to swallow the life pod, doing extensive damage in the process. Only viable option is to make for the safety of the Aurora crash site. I have retrieved a data box with the creature decoy and enough resources to fabricate a couple of them. The swim's longer than the decoy lifetime, but it should just be enough to keep them busy. If you don't find me on board the ship, presume I miscalculated.
So I don't like talking when they're doing the voice things, but one of the easiest ways I've found to locate Life Pod 4, if you have a Cyclops, for some reason Life Pod 4 shows up really well on the Cyclops' external cameras. Don't know why. But then, like, you can cruise around in a Seamoth for an hour and not find it unless you know where to look. And I just happened to, like, surface and blunder into it. Quick little repair. I actually kind of...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
hate how that hurts the thing so much. Okay, so the dry land is over there. So this... yeah. On several occasions, I've built a base, like, right over here. I kind of want to build it out a little bit more. Do I have enough for a foundation piece? I do. I mean, you put it there as a joke, but I have done that before.
Seek fluid intake.
The Lost River is actually a pretty fun place to build a base. What am I doing? This. How do I want to build my base? Fucking biters. Refresh on oxygen. We are going to need... Is it quartz to make a door, or do you need glass? Quartz. Pretty sure you need glass for a solar panel, though. Is there any sandstone right here that I can use to try and find lead? Finding lead would be nice. And since we got a thermo blade from that time capsule, we can just insta-cook fish. Giant pillar of X compartments. I mean, it's not the worst option, but then you have the issue of, like, how do you get from one compartment to the other one? And yeah, you can make ladders, but that's a whole lot of phasing through the floor.
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds of oxygen. Okay, I guess we got a surface. Where's all the sandstone? I want to find some lead. That's limestone. That's not... Wait, is that sandstone? Limestone. God damn it. How about the cave? Does the cave have any? Hang on. That's slot 5. I stopped right in front of one. Okay, we got one chunk of lead. I need one more. Oh, we got another sandstone. Ah, silver. It's going to come in handy later. start trying to build all the amenities. Ooh, I know where we're going. Thermo? Yeah. That gives a radiation suit before. If that's the case, you may or may not be bugged.
Seek fluid intake immediately. 30 seconds.
Gonna go up at an angle because I don't think I like what's up above us. $50, $40, $30, $20. Made it. I probably should not have stayed down there to try and scan that chunk of prawn arm, but you know, I got greedy and it almost cost me. But we fine. Lead. A little bit more gold. Okay, I'm gonna build another floor chunk. Oh, do I need another titanium? Oh, that's a piece of shit. Okay, we need to find pinkfish anyways. Pinkfish. 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 That should be enough. Yoink. I'm not worried as much about the oxygen as I am about our water levels. Ah, you got it, okay.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former. That only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're it. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Seek fluid intake.
Reinforced dive suit. Light stick, propulsion cannon, decoy.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, so we've got 4 pieces currently. Can I find another metal salvage bit? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this. Chop it. back to our Seamoth, and I'm probably going to end up calling it a stream because it is 11 o'clock where I am now. I work night shift, so this is actually pretty late for me. And I need to get going and get to sleep. We have made a ton of progress in just our first little day here. Got the Seamoth, got 2 of the Cyclops parts. The Aurora has blown up. As of yet, the Sunbeam is still in one piece. Finish up that. I don't think I can make... Yeah, because that would require... Oh, it requires 2 quartz, not a glass. Okay, but it would require copper, which I don't have anyways, so that's a whole thing.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
And I'm going to put... 2 wall lockers, gold, silver, rubies, cave sulfur, that, those. I'm going to throw my old knife and my old laser cutter in there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And I'm going to hope that saving it in the Seamoth doesn't cause any problems. Alright. So, I usually stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 a.m. If I remember correctly, this coming Tuesday is going to be the 20th. I am not going to be streaming that morning. I've got at least 1 appointment. I think I've got 2 actually. I'm going to do a lot of running around on Tuesday. And then that evening I've also got some stuff to do. I should be live Tuesday. Well, Tuesday going into Wednesday around midnight, probably. I think we'll end up doing some more Satisfactory. We could do more Subnautica. I'm not sure. But, I will also... Yeah, I've got Thursday off as well. Next week is a weird week. So, Tuesday going into Wednesday around midnight, Eastern Time, US. And then Thursday should be our normal time. And I'm not sure what we're going to do for either stream. Well, here's what I think I'm going to end up doing. Tuesday into Wednesday around midnight, we will probably open with some Skull and Bones, because the weekly events are going to roll over, and that should be the Manic Moonshiner, and I am going to hammer the Ever-Loving God out of that, because that's just a fun event to do. And then we might move into some Subnautica from there. I may or may not break the stream, just so that I can have it in multiple parts for VODs and have it that way. And then Thursday I might do Satisfactory. So I think that's what I'm going to plan on for now. And a couple of weeks after that, the first week of February, I'm getting my wisdom teeth out. I don't plan on interrupting my stream schedule. That Tuesday when I get my wisdom teeth out, we won't be streaming in the morning. Because I'm getting them out in the morning. Which is really going to suck if they really start to hurt and I have to go to sleep. I'm going to start stressing about it. I can't start stressing about it. But yeah, the first week of February is going to be a whole fucking thing. So anyways, take care everyone. I'm just rambling at this point. Stay safe. Have a good one. Enjoy your games. Enjoy your life. Because we live in a crazy world and it's just getting crazier. So stay safe. Ciao.